Yo. Okay, so every video on this platform right now is build an app with AI before launch. And look, I get it, that stuff is impressive. But looking at the cost of AI now, companies are rehiring developers again. So you might want to build up a portfolio just to be ready for it. Here are 20 projects with zero AI and stuff you can actually sit down and build with your bare hands in a week, especially if you are a beginner. Let's get into it. Everyone says they want to read more. Almost nobody actually does it. So build something that makes it fun to try. Track the books they finish, let them add books they want to read next, and let them show off their shelf to friends. A little bit of showing off goes a long way. Instead of handing someone a boring PDF full of shortcuts, turn it into a game. Add streaks, levels, maybe even a leaderboard so people can compete. Half the people I know still grab the mouse just to copy and paste, and it physically hurts me a little. This one will fix that. Pick a theme, upload a logo, fill in the event details, and out comes a clean looking ticket you can download as an image or a PDF. Small in scope, but it forces you to actually handle saving and downloading files properly. Instead of uploading a file to some company's servers first, you send it straight from your device to someone else's. Just a link and they grab it directly from you. The first time you get this working, it will feel like magic. It's also a great way to actually understand how two devices talk to each other. Build a project idea generator using logic. Don't rely on AI. Instead, set your own rules. Combine categories, add limits, mix and match. Honestly, coming up with a good set of rules is way more interesting than plugging in some AI tool. Real quick, if you are still watching, hit that subscribe button. It genuinely helps more than you think. Pull the stats on who has contributed to a GitHub project and rank them cleanly on a leaderboard. Start with your own project, then let anyone plug in theirs and get a free leaderboard too. It's worth checking out. Instead of a massive app like Canva or Figma, build a tiny version of them with a couple of basic features like shapes, text, drag and drop, and a way to save your design as an image. That's the whole thing. Doesn't sound like much, but you will end up learning a lot more things than you have thought. Build a tool that tracks how long you spent on whatever websites you pick. It touches on a lot of good skills, saving data and showing that data back to you in a nice clean chart. In the future, you can add time limits for certain websites like Instagram and TikTok. Here is a problem. Plain websites are fast and cheap, which is great, but second someone who can't code needs to change a headline, you are back in the code fixing it for them. So build a simple little dashboard instead, something anyone can log into, change the text or swap a photo without hard coding. Sounds small, but you can actually turn this exact idea into an actual freelance money. So don't slip on it. Basically, a sticky note for your browser, plus you get to learn how to create an extension for Google and Firefox. And speaking of extensions, I first learned how to build mine using Screamba during my early coding journey. The great thing about their courses is that you can pause the video and edit the actual code right inside the lesson, instead of just watching someone else type it. And if you use my link in the description, you can get an additional 20%. Alright, let's get back to the rest of the projects. Is your everyday work opening Gmail and YouTube on your browser, launching VS Code and other several apps? Well, write a command that does it for you. Not only do you save time, but also it can be a great flex on your GitHub if you work on it a little bit. Someone picks a time slot from a calendar you control and it saves their name and email so you know who is coming and when. That's the whole idea behind Calendly, and it scales in a way beginners can actually follow step by step. Have you ever seen those image comparing tools on websites? So why not make it for files? You can build something that shows two versions of a file side by side with the changes clearly highlighted, plus a timeline of what changed over time. I am sorry if some of you got offended by this word. You can build a tool that tracks where you have applied, the status, and when to follow up in a clean dashboard UI. If you are hunting for a job right now, it's a perfect combo. habits, coding time, screen time, all in one place. Basically, turning your own life into numbers so you can feel good about yourself for being productive. Either way, it's a great practice at showing data in a way that actually makes sense at a glance. If you are scared of the terminal, why not make it less scary by adding a nice interface to it? Start off with colors, then add small components like checklists, progress bars, menus, and etc. It will teach you a lot about the smart uses of fonts and how the terminals actually work. What does developers hate doing? Adding a contact form to their website. So build the thing that makes it painless and quietly handles the annoying part everyone hates, actually getting the message into the right inbox. Generate a matching sets of colors, but make it actually useful. Build in checks so colors are easy to read together, not just pretty. You will learn about design systems, color rules, and how a color wheel actually works. Paste in a long, ugly link, and it gives you back a short one that redirects to the same place. That's simple to start, but you can add a little counter that tracks how many times each link got clicked, then a dashboard showing which links are popular, then maybe a custom short names people can pick themselves. That's basically how Bitly started, and it's a real obvious path from weekend project to an actual product. So that's it, 20 projects, all buildable in a week if you just stop overthinking it and start.